Welcome to the trading game. This is the championship of the paper trade-off. So we've got Ike and Nam, Ike Love and Nam going to trade off today for the New York AM session. Ike's running a little bit late, but I messaged him and told him we start at the New York Open. So rules are rules. You might have to play catch up. So you can share your screen whenever you want, Nam. Chris Burton, have I called you before? Are you new? If you are, welcome. I think we have another Burton in here. Trevor J, maybe new. Welcome if you are. Morning, Fish. Second time, okay. Well, hopefully I called Johnny the first time. Duck Trung, I think you're new maybe. Welcome. This is going to be sort of non-standard streaming because we're doing a contest. Normally I would, be trading and calling the market basically candle by candle, but we've got this event going, so it's a little bit different. Yeah, cue the Rocky music. We need the Rocky music. All right, so Nam's got his screen shared. We'll kind of see what he's got going on. That's my screen. Whoops. There we go. All right, so everybody can see Nam's screen and they can see my screen on YouTube, so that works out well. I'll be kind of looking for trades, but they'll have to be like, just hit me right between the eyes to take them. I'll definitely take something short in here maybe, if I get a good signal. Everything's in a higher time frame PDA, one way or the other, kind of just barely starting to break through on the 4-hour. There's only 30 minutes left on that candle, so it'll be interesting to see if it closes this fair value gap. This is the screen I'll be trading on if I trade. I execute on TradeAvate and then I link to Trading View. I gotta make sure I'm linked. There we go. Now anything I trade on TradeAvate will show up over here. Okay, 1 minute till market open. In any field, welcome. You might be new, pretty sure. Glad to have you. So you're streaming at 1080. I'm streaming at 720. Interesting. Hey Nam, if you know how to switch to 720 and 30 frames per second, if you can do that, we might get a better result even. Mine looks really, really clean at 720, 30 frames per second. You're a little higher definition, but it's a little bit fuzzier.
Video, voice and video.
watch his stream? Why can't I watch his stream? There we go. Yeah, if you find it, let me know. Mine's kind of like by default up here, and I don't know how to. It's not a huge deal. I mean, your screen is showing. I noticed mine's, and maybe it's because I'm local here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure because never done. I've never did the settings, so it's kind of like by
Yeah, don't worry
default
about it.
for me.
Don't worry about it. Just focus on the market. It's fine. We were playing around with it a little bit last night and trying to switch that stuff around. I don't know if trying to stream at 1080 and 60 frames drags the system down a little bit. And for what we're doing, we don't need 1080, 60 frames. That's like high movie quality. But I'll figure it out later if we don't get it before that. DP0089. Pretty sure you're new. Welcome. JJ, maybe welcome. Maybe new. Welcome. Leo431. Either welcome or in and out. Sal, you're new, I think. Welcome. Bunch of new folks showing up. Alright, so we had a nice little push up. Is that just the fake? Is that the Judas? And then a reversal, push back up. That was a solid break of structure to the upside right there. With a fair value gap. Almost an advanced entry. But so high in the move, I'm hesitant to take it. Got a lot of ground to cover to get up here. About 20 points, but definitely possible. It's time to go back up, right? Huge move down. Been pushing up. Could go either way. You can get a jump start on him if you find something, but you don't want to end up in the hole either and be down when he starts.
Yeah.
all he would have to do is
Exactly.
just try to be at zero for the day. If he can, that's a strategy too. If someone else dumps and has a bad trade, all you got to do is just be above them. So you just trade some micros and keep an eye on them. They hit a trade, then you got to hit a trade.
Yeah.
It's all about risk management, right? Having it as a competitive, against somebody else kind of gives you some different options. You're not just trying to beat the market. So we took yesterday's results and put them into a leaderboard in the playbook. So everything's recorded from yesterday. We got the videos from Ike and Mars session and Nam and Pedro's. And I'll post the video for this session right here. And we'll have our champion right here. And these dollar amounts will change over here. I think I need to put how many sessions they did too, just so we know what that P&L means. So one session.
Oh yeah.
This will be 2 sessions when it's over, and 2 sessions. And I'll probably put another, yeah, I'm going to clean that up a little bit. Something like this. No, I don't want dollars. Morning, Pep. Morning, Zeke, Bartos, Intruder, Jonesy, JP, JT1. JT1 might be new. Keith, LK, Market Madness, MRMRAB71. Queen, Ron, Rotang, Sam, Stickerburn, Tia, Trader S, Trader J, Simon, and Walt. How'd it go last night in London, Queen? I think I saw you guys were up. I saw Ms. Mania was streaming last night. Yeah, you guys are up. Hopefully you did well. We got Ike yet? No Ike yet. Alright, so kind of a, sucky open, no direction. Backtest just said to be nimble today because we might have, the move might have been yesterday. And she did an amazing job with the weekly profile. If you guys, she called that so well, She did the weekly profile on Wednesday, called for the sweet reversal on Thursday, basically gave us the map to trade Thursday, and then some good advice on Friday, based on how Thursday had played out according to that weekly profile. So I'm going to be using that weekly profile. I'm going to be trying to learn from it. I think that's a real big part of trading, is to have that kind of macro view. I'm in here trading this, 1 minute time frame, 30-second time frame, and I'm doing okay. But the people that are trading those models and those bigger moves, they're hitting hundreds of points or hundreds of ticks. Ike said he was going to be a little late, so we're waiting on him. Well, we're not actually waiting on him. If I told Nam if he sees a trade to take it. The market doesn't wait for anybody. Yeah, I know, 666 ticks. And then there was another one she did that was over 400. So I was like, over 1,000 ticks on 2 trades? Are you kidding me? Not today, Satan. Yeah, I would have waited. I would have got the extra tick. Or let it drop one before I posted, but I'm just like that. And today is Friday the 13th, too. So ominous signs. Ooh, I need some kind of an ominous sound.
I'm in danger!
Something. Creepy, right? So, no interest in any of this mess right here, obviously. I've got a nice swing low on the 1 minute that I could use for a break of structure. And if I get it today early, I'd probably take it. I've been waiting for the silver bullet hour, but I've been missing moves. So, that's kind of my luck sometimes, is when I make a change on something, then it goes against me and I regret making the change. But I don't know. I'm still trading the same criteria, just something about this time frame, just because I expect so much manipulation, just like what we're getting here. You never know when the manipulation's over. All you can kind of do is go by your criteria, like right there. That's a break structure at the top, but I don't want to go long here because I was kind of short biased. I guess we need to look at the hourly real quick, get some direction. Yeah, I'm still with this move right here. That kind of made me short biased. I felt like we broke structure there. There's Ike. Ike! There he is. You didn't miss anything, so share your screen and tear it up. Yeah, so this low broke this high and then was broken. So to me, that's a market structure shift right here on the hourly. But let's see what we get. It's a huge move up too. I mean, that's the kind of energy that just keeps on going sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm antsy a little bit. Haven't traded in a couple days. Would like to catch some of that. Usually when it takes off that strong, it's usually there's some continuation. But also, I like to say this probably isn't the top. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I could catch almost 5 points right there if it's not. I want to see what it does right here. I took a small one right there at 02. Why is it doing that? My God. That's crazy.
Leave.
Nam is in the trade. Are you in the trade, Nam? Are you trying to be deceptive? All right, Ike's live now. Pedro's in here hating. Boy trying to hide. Hey, it's all good.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ike. Now's your chance. You can get here and bust him up real quick.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, very well. Yeah, your screen's great. And you're at 720, 30 frames. So I think we try to figure out how we can work it at that frame rate is really, really clean on here. Noms looks fine too. I mean, everything's pretty crisp, so we're good. Maybe I can get more people in here if we all move down to the 720 though. The stream might handle it better. Just have to see. Just have to see.
Has Nam taken any change yet? Trades yet? No.
I don't know, Nam. If you did, you should put your executions on. We need to be able to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I took one trade. It's just that I wanted to hide the PNL if it's a win or lose.
Bro, trying to hide. Send me the details of that book upload later. Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Let's see what Ike's doing. Okay.
All I see is we're hanging out at equilibrium, so and from yesterday's high and low.
Right.
We're just hanging out in equilibrium, so I'm not really.
Trying to see what's
leaning
happening.
more towards bullish.
I hear you. Go get it. Good luck to you guys. Have a great. Okay, Mars, take care. Thank you. Yeah, Pedro. I've got a way I think we can work together to upload those books. They're kind of numbered, and it's easy to kind of drag and drop them into the library. I'm not really trying to do any kind of order or categories. I'm just taking them as I have them, dropping them in there, and y'all kind of have to just scroll through it. But there's close to 900 books now that are just amazing. So yeah.
Let's enter the law.
Yeah, I'm 1 for 1 right now. Down $30. I've taken 2 already. I tried to go long here. Couldn't fade the heat. Went long again here. Took it up to here. I still think this is, good. Like I say, I don't always trust this top, but there was a first top here, so that could have been the initial push, and then this is the second one. So I didn't want to play with it too much. I got in consolidation here, and I got like 70 of it back. So and since I'm trying to kind of trade with you guys, my focus is I'm sort of trading over here and watching you at the same time. It's a wheels off Friday as far as I'm concerned. I'm taking scalps at the top, so but I'm within striking distance now. One good trade gets me back at where I want to be. And I cut that early just to get a piece of it back, because we're in consolidation and there's no guarantee that it's going back up there. So I saw a good opportunity to get back 3/4 of my loss, and I went ahead and took it. I don't know if it'll play out or not, but I'd rather be a little bit closer to 0 than a whole lot farther away from 0. So that's kind of my thinking. I got all day to play around with this. Real Sod, you might be new. Welcome if you are. Morning, Jack. Who else? Bergoki, haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Bays Invest. NG7065. A lot of you guys are just as regular as it can be. Data in 7 minutes. Yep, so I'm going to pay attention to that. I would have liked to take that pullback right there. Still take a shot at that top, but I didn't. For me, these trades are, they're real low risk, because when I take them, I'm up here. I'll just get below a swing, and it either makes it or not. It's either going from here or it comes back a little bit, and I give it just a little bit of room. And so it's a low risk trade. I wouldn't go heavy though. I would just try to, sort of get a base hit. I wanted to take it right there. I thought it was a good trade down here. I got out, had some consolidation, almost pulled the trigger right here. And here it goes. Yep. So I was banking on this move right here, this break of structure, this fair value gap. But I went from 02. I gave it my full, my stop, and I did great. I missed it by 1 tick. I mean, look, right? I missed it by 1 tick, then it turned around and took off. So from 02.25, 97.25, that's 5. Yeah, so but there was no reason to move my stop, because where do you put it? You just tick, tick, tick down and play down to another 5 points. So here's my 10 for stop loss management. Even though I got stopped out to the tick, I felt it coming down here. and I didn't move it. I mean, that's what I was willing to lose. That was my acceptable amount. Had I pulled it down another tick, huge win. But that's hindsight, right? Pulling it down could have equally led to another 4 or 5 points loss because eventually I'd have been down here if it kept playing. If this was a reversal, I would have lost it all because I'd have kept pulling it down thinking this swing was protected. So I didn't have 5 points to get under the swing. I got under the fair value gap and the third candle in the pattern, which as best as I can do, um, trying to be disciplined and follow rules. So that's a 10 for me, even though I lost the trade. Excellent stop management. Got back in, caught some back. Couldn't jump in immediately because you're still coming down and you don't want to just keep trying to catch a falling knife. So when I saw the energy coming back up, I popped back in, got some back, and kind of glad I got out here. I would have got more here, but a lot of times this is going to be a failed swing and it never will come back up here and it turns around and dumps on you. And I don't know when that's going to happen in here, so went ahead and got my money. And I haven't traded much this week for all the time I've been off, so as far as my goals on setting my evals, I want to step it up just a little bit, try to have a good Friday. I got to go back to work next week, so all right, so we got looks like Ike's making a move here. Ike's letting it all hang out. How's Nam doing? Can't tell. Are you in a trade, Nam?
Oh, yeah, I am.
All right, we got to be able to see that you're in the trade, though. I mean, otherwise it's
Oh, okay.
yeah, we got to see it.
Just
Ike's in one right now. I know you guys can see your stuff, but for the people that are watching and trying to see what's going on, it's not as exciting if we can't see if you're in trades or not. And it's
okay.
it's for the audience. This is a fun thing. Seeing a pullback and a great entry and it never comes. It gets me during trading. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things about trading that can be, frustrating. I still trust that that's. Oh, this is the data right here. Yeah. Let's see what we get. I think it goes and takes that top off eventually. It's too juicy. But the market has to go down before it can go up. So come down here, took some liquidity. I'm not going to try to trade it because it could be a huge egg if you do, but just plain probabilities and, it never stops me from if I see it go down. That to me, that doesn't mean it's not going to go right back up because that's just kind of how it works sometimes. But obviously, you wait and see. Try to get some kind of a signal to get back in, fair value gap or something. You can't just enter on the whim.
Yeah, I think I'm done for today.
You think you're done? Why? You still got?
Yeah, I just got the move on 10 on the news.
Oh yeah. So what'd that
Yeah.
put you at?
So actually, the first trade that I got when Ike wasn't around, and when he came, I was actually down by 100 or 200.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to
Right.
like share. Maybe Ike won't do a trade anymore, and I'll be
So
under
you're gonna
pressure.
are you gonna rest? Are you gonna rest now and see if he can catch you?
Yeah, maybe I'll just watch from the sides.
All right.
I
So
was actually banking on getting the bottom swept on the 10 a.m.
okay,
on the
gotcha.
10 a.m. news.
All right.
Yeah,
All
so
right, you
that's
still
where
got
I
time, so
got my profit.
plenty of time. He's trying to sit back and play it conservative, so make him pay for it. I've got to be the guy that whips up the whips up the competition in the crowd. I wish I had a crowd cheering thing, like a you know. I'm gonna go find that real quick. Crowd cheering sound effect. Epidemic sound. No, not applause. I want crowd cheering. Here we go. Oh, start free trial, huh? Yeah, we get one of those sometimes.
It never comes.
All right. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good about getting out and just taking my shot right there. My target was up here a couple ticks below the top, and I wouldn't have gotten hit. Whether I market it out right here, possibly, but it's hard to market out when you're that close to your top. But I would have been in profit then. I think I just would have cut it. So, because it did come back, from here it was nothing good. It's hard to cut when you're right here negative and it's playing around. So, um, I always play the hindsight what if scenarios to see if even in a loss, or trying to recoup some win, I want to make sure I'm at least following some fundamentals. AAMARHR, welcome. Mar. Okay, so who are we watching? We're watching Ike right now, right? Yep. I think the news might have been the fake, just to recapture. Come down here. It took these lows, open lows. Could be good. Still some good liquidity at the top. It had a strong push before the news, and generally news is just an opportunity to sweep liquidity and then continue. So didn't create any fair value gap with the news. Wasn't an energetic move. Because of that, I mean, it did, it did come down here and take this, but it didn't. There was no follow through. So that big break of structure doesn't mean a ton to me because there was no fair value gap left behind, signaling that's direction. VK, you might be new. Welcome. Curious to see which way we go. If I wouldn't have hesitated here, I would have got my my full amount. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Or just needed to wait for a deeper pullback. I think we reached previous week's low. Wow, that's previous week's low. Is it 42.34 ish? Really? It doesn't look. I don't know. We're gonna find out here pretty soon. Now it's wanting to tank, so. Did you reverse, Ike? Or did you add? I can't tell.
I reversed.
Okay.
Because I think we're in a pretty strong pullback, so I'll try to catch some bit to make up.
All right. See if that works out. Hey, good morning, Yama. Oh, you're Euro at USD. No wonder I was looking at thinking I don't think we're going to go to previous week's low today, but you never know. Good morning, Boyle. Let's get it. Let's get it Friday. I love Fridays. Although after yesterday, I don't know. I mean that was quite a reversal move, you know. And now we're kind of in this choppy stuff. So I'm kind of paying attention to what Jess said about just being nimble. You know, could go either way. We had a pretty good forecast as far as what it would do yesterday. Today is not so clear. And yeah, I mean, are you using a different version? Are you talking to me? I got several indicators working, so I am using the newer version of the silver bullet indicator from Kraken, the Pro version.
Yeah, I'm planning to get that one soon.
Yeah. It's worth it. I mean, especially since it's a one-time thing. You know, a lot of them, they try to get you for the monthly, and you know, if you really like it and you're going to use it for a long time, it ends up costing you a lot more. So everybody in here
That's what I was
gets it.
thinking.
Everybody in here gets it 50% off if you're already in here, and then after that it'll be, you know, normal price. And even at normal price, I would have paid it myself. But
No, it doesn't go up. It doesn't go up eventually. So
right, yeah. I just haven't had enough time to spend with it. I've been spending more time doing Discord stuff than I have trading stuff, so I don't have everything like I want it yet. So it's kind of sloppy, but Ike, it's just not wanting to give you what you need today. Just not yet, anyway. You got plenty of time.
Me, I never usually trust Fridays.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Friday move came early. It was yesterday. That's what we like to see on Fridays, something like that. But all right, so Nam is just playing it safe right now. He thinks he's got this in the bag. I'm always pulling for the underdog, so I got your back. I come get this shit. Fish, I have two different indicators still going so these boxes here are on my other indicator, the one I was using in the past, the Sessions Liquidity Tracker. I just haven't mixed everything, got it the way I want it yet. I mean, I added this and kind of played with some of the settings to get the things to show up. Because when you start the indicator, it's kind of off, and you have to go through, which is fine. You have to go through and put your settings in. So I'm like I said, I'm in between right now. I want to keep the fair value gaps from my other indicator because it extends them out, and I like that from way back here, because way back here I wouldn't see this little purple thing. I need to see it extended out into my charts where my fair value gaps are. So that Sessions Liquidity Tracker does that for me, and I'll keep that part of it, and then add and tune the features that are in the silver bullet indicator to kind of what I'm needing. That one right there. I don't use all these, so I mean they're on there, but like I don't use daily bias anymore. I'm still using the paid version of Drive 2. They didn't take it away from me when I left the academy, so I'm still using that. I don't need that one. I don't really use the day and week separator anymore. Yeah, I think I've already got that. No, that gives me the week, I think, or the day. Yeah, I might leave that on there. I like having that there for scrunching it back. But this one, there's a link in the playbook on the far right side. It's just a TradingView link. This is a tricky indicator to get. You can't search for it anymore, but it's still there. All right, Bergoki, take it easy. So, yep. Feeling better and better about my trade, because I definitely wouldn't have held that long. And again, so that's what happens. If you try to plan for something to be taken and it stops a couple ticks short, what do? You know, here was your target. That's why I always pull it back a little bit. And here, 1, 2 or 3 ticks. I might have got it, might not have, just depends. So after probably it consolidated here, this first time it popped here and popped here, that probably would have been it. But this one was the high probability to be taken out. It was the first big top, and that usually will not hold. So then it came back up, made another top. The probabilities for the retracement back up are less and less each time it makes a top, obviously. So real high. If this wouldn't have been right in the open, then, you know, if it had worked its way up here like right now and did that, I would have taken something down here to catch this move here, because this is very, very, very rarely the top. And I'll win more of those than I lose. I watch them. I mean, I always call that out. That's not the top. That's not the top. That's not the top. And right most of the time. So if I take those trades, those are good trades. And if we're looking for liquidity now, what's the market hunting for? Obviously, we've got, you know, all this down here to the downside. So which would align with this. You know, this was a huge, I'll bet that's OTE-ish if you fib it. Look at that. Yep. No close above OTE. Wicks do the damage. Bodies tell the story. So any kind of short in here was good. I should have had that in my mind already too. I should have That's bad prep today. Just sucky prep. I'm kind of, my attention is divided right now, so, and that's fine. I love doing what I'm doing in the Discord and trying to do all this stuff too. I just got to recognize I probably won't be effective at both, so I need to pick one and work on it and then move to the other. Next week I'll be more trading, like on Thursdays and Fridays. I'll be trading solid, live. Both sessions probably, so. And that's stuff you want to have mapped out ahead of time. You want to know at the opening bell where are we at in higher time frame, you know, where would the OTE area be, what's the equilibrium. And I heard you guys talking about it, so I know you were on top of it. But for my own stuff, if I sit down and I take a trade and I don't have that already, that's terrible prep. That's just rushing and being impatient. That's what I did today. Luckily I didn't pay for it too bad, but now I'm in a little hole, so that's fine. I got all day, and I got the whole PM session to focus on it because you guys will be done. So this afternoon is going to be really, really, really trying to catch a move. All right, so Ike's making a run right now. He's coming for you, Nam. I wouldn't just sit there. If he gets what he's looking for right here, it's going to be a gunfight.
Yeah, I'm more on looking at his screen now than on the chart.
All right, Ike. Pressure is on, man. Do you feel it, Ike? You feel anything from all these people watching you try to do this? Are you having fun?
It's cool. It's definitely different, but it's awesome.
Right on. It definitely
Yeah,
helps you.
it's very different from when you trade on your own. It's really different.
The focus is narrowed.
I agree.
Every little minute, you know, issue becomes magnified because you're like, oh, what are they going to think about this? Oh, what are they going to think about that? Just can't worry about it. I mean, just can't worry about it. So you've got action, Ike. I mean, it's definitely headed down towards, you know, sell side. It's coming into some resistance now on the 5-minute. There's some fair value gaps here. You can probably expect maybe some retracement back up. And then we'll know if this is the actual move or not. So if we fib this leg, we are coming up to OTE right now. We did tap into OTE already. So if that was a retracement, then this could be a for real reversal. There's no fair value gap support on the 5-minute until we get up around 43.98, 99. So there's room for a big move back, up before turning around and then continuing down. It can go either way. And we'll see if this order block turn breaker block does its job right here. It's been traded through twice, so not as effective of a PDA. And we're coming up on the close of the DR range hour, so we'll kind of see what that does. Just riding it out. Uh-oh, Ike added some He got a little heavier now. If he gets his move, you're going to be in trouble, Nom.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yep. If he gets his move, you're going to be in trouble. Come on, Ike. You got this. You got this. Manage this trade. It's looking good now. You had a nice push up. Now we get a drop. Right on. Let's see what it does. Energy to the upside, energy to the downside, right? Are you going to try to get it all in one chunk? We'll see what happens.
At least make it close on the one, and then we could finish the end of it.
Right.
Like, I know I'm way behind.
How'd you get down to 1598? I guess I didn't see that first one. You started at 2500, right?
Yeah, I didn't mean to go as heavy as I did the first time.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure you started in the right place. Oh, okay. I was thinking you were around even so that this would be all profit. Oh, my bad, Nom. You're fine right now. My bad. I wasn't trying to talk you into getting in there and doing something crazy. I had my numbers mixed up, but he's definitely trying to get it back, so we'll see what happens. It's in a weird spot right now. Kind of hard to call it. Why do you think it isn't as strong of a PDA mark, the 5-minute breaker? Well, I was looking at this one right here, and I guess it had already been traded. It was an order block here, if you're talking about this one, and then it was traded through once already. And then traded through again here. So it's been violated twice, and it can act as resistance here still, but since it's already been traded through twice, I just don't give it as much, I don't know, as much weight in the trade maybe. Does that make sense? Oh no, I was talking about this one right here, this order block. And this, you know, I'm getting it from the indicator. I mean, it definitely looks like, I would think it would be the up candle though, would be the order block. I'm not sure how it's calling that. Maybe it's thinking high, low, high, breaker. It's got the wrong candle marked for an order block, so. So yeah, you got plenty of time. You got an hour and a half, so lots can happen. Nice crowd today. Y'all showed up for this one. Good morning, Rora, Ryu, Pickles, Mo, M-O-H. Are you new, maybe? Myrdo. Jesse, good morning, Jesse. Irainer, Enfield, Dark Horse, Shadow, Daddy X Daddy. No ab trades. I think I got most of you. All right. Looking good. I'm glad I don't have to trade this mess. I don't want nothing to do with this right now. This is just sloppy. Generally when I mean, the way it's dropping, like if I'm just looking at the 1 minute, there's, you know, good money down here. And by the same token, there's lots of liquidity that's been created on this move down as well. So does it try to get all of it? Or does it take a bunch of it on the downside and then come back up and reclaim the upside liquidity? we know it's going to do both. We just don't know, the path. We don't know which way it's going to take first. We know it's coming, and that's why we look for signals to give us kind of a hint of direction that we can get on and carry a move. Salakajina. I know I totally didn't say that right, but welcome. Salakajina, maybe. Don't recognize that name, so glad you're here. We're competing today. Paper trade-off. This is the championship. Laptop on the line. And yeah. It's been fun so far. I haven't heard back from any other Discords yet, so I hadn't really made any open challenges, but I put it out there that I'm wanting to kind of do a Discord versus Discord thing. And I don't know how that'll go over. I mean, a lot of those people that have Discords are paying groups. Maybe I need to find free Discords where they don't care as much, But I don't know where really the free ones are. I'm not in any other Discords other than this Discord. My streamers Discord, it's just like 3 of us in there, and then my backup server. And that's it. That's all I'm in. All right, I'll be right back. Gonna get a refill. Where we at? Nice little pullback. Keith, I'm in a great free Discord, Mark. There's a lot of helpful people in it. I can send you the link if you like. Well, if you're already in it, just kind of throw it out there that we're looking for people to play with. I try not to go get in a bunch of the other Discords. I don't want to act like I'm trying to pull people out. And if I pop in there, that's kind of what it looks like. If other Discord owners, the ones that have popped in here, I had to ban one of them. Maybe actually more than that, because it ended up more about them trying to bring people over to theirs or promoting, you know, win rates that were ridiculous, different things like that. So if you're in a Discord somewhere, holler at whoever owns it. Tell them we're looking for some paper traders. Okay, Nom's out. You're gonna come back. Yeah, I hear you. Ike's waiting for his continuation on the move here, so we'll see how that goes. Hey, good morning, Hugo. Haven't seen you in a minute. Anybody else? The server Discord is the better one. Oh, thanks, Saad. Appreciate it. I want it to be the best. I do. That's my advertising is providing premium level content for free. So we've got people in here that are studs and studettes helping us out. Tons of live trading. I know people like to see that. And for those that are new, I'm pretty new myself, so you know, I'm trying to help people that know less than I do and take advice from people that know more. So the chat's wide open. Call out your plays. If you see something I missed, let me know. Grade my trades, you know, help me get better. I talk a lot about the psychology in here as well, because I found out the hard way that that's the dominant force in trading. Is, what did I say the other day? I said something on Twitter. I replied to somebody and I said, somebody was asking a question. What's the biggest trading lesson you have learned throughout this journey? And my answer was, it's me versus me. Learning to trade has been easy compared to learning to control myself trading. And that's key. That is key. Today's a good example. Anxious, wanting to trade, no prep. Got in kind of casually. Right here. I took an advanced model trade, which is this criteria right here. Advanced entry. So I was still following my rules. I kept my stop the same. I took the displacement with the trend. And there was a nice fair value gap there, so I took that trade. And had I been playing it smart, I would have fibbed this first. Right? If I'd have been being patient and doing everything I'm supposed to do, I would have took a fib right here. And I totally botched that entry. I didn't wait for 50%. It was a perfect OTE entry trade. I should have been in somewhere down here. This would have been optimum for me right here. So, you know, I didn't do that well. I just, like I said, I'm anxious. I can feel that I haven't been trading lately. I want to get in. I want to, you know, start moving these evals. I'm 2/3 of the way there and just kind of stagnant right now. So lots of room for improvement today, and I'll have to grade this trade here in a minute. We'll go through and we'll grade these two trades, and I'll show you what honesty looks like. Sometimes it's harsh, but it gives me things to work on and reflect on, and kind of builds it into my mentality for how I proceed. So All right, Ike, looking good. Saad, you type better than I do, so your typing English is excellent. All right, catching a little dump here. Mitigated this fair value gap. That's good. So we're definitely bearish here. See if we can get on this one. If we can close below the consequent encroachment, it's a good sign. Some energy to the downside. Go get that money, Ike. Go get that money.
Release the Kraken!
I see ICT Kraken in here. Welcome. How you doing? Oh, he's muted. Or he muted himself, maybe? Yeah, I don't have you muted. You got yourself muted. Oscar G, you might be new. Welcome. I've seen Shannon here before. I've seen Karan. And a few new people. Fantastic work here, guys. This trading challenge is fun. Yeah, for sure. I think it's really beneficial for the participants too. I've tried to frame this as a way for people to have a challenge between demo and the market to kind of level them up a little bit. Put a little extra pressure on them that doesn't really, you know, they're not going to get hurt if they lose, but they still get to feel that extra little bit of fun having all these people watching them. I'll definitely try to work this in and make this something we do, you know, weekly, bi-weekly, maybe just a session. Not do so much double elimination or multiple bracket type thing. Just get a couple people in and make it one session, winner take all, something like that. But for the first one, I wanted to make it, you know, special. So we grabbed 4 people and everybody wins something. We got the laptop for the grand prize, and then everybody else gets a 50K from Apex, or the equivalent value of a 50K. It's $40. You know, if you wait till it's 80% off, you can get a 50K for that. So I'm trying to use our money wisely that's donated. It goes back into the Discord. So you guys are basically funding these. All the giveaways, all the recognitions, things like that. And me, I'm helping too. I got some, I put some in the pot. And Kraken. So it's working really good. Ike's up a couple $100. 806 for his target. And as time, you know, ticks along, you have to do some math to figure out if you get your move, if it's going to be enough. Otherwise, you have to adjust. The last thing you want is for your target to be hit and come up short at the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So, strategy. How are you going to win? I released the Kraken. Kraken, you didn't say anything. Are you on? No mic? Oh, okay. All right. So he's a passive guest today.
Release the Kraken!
Right. Right? I went and got that one just for him. I need a couple more. Most of the sounds I tried to download for some reason didn't work, which kind of sucks, but I got the ones that matter. So now we're back under the midnight open.
Hey, Nam, what's your balance look like?
Nom's balance was, I think he was several $100s up.
Awesome.
Is Nom showing his screen or his P&L? Yeah, I don't see it now. I know he was several $100s up, so 43.72. Yeah, that's what Ike's shooting for too. Kraken.
And what are we trading till one more time, please?
11 o'clock New York, or 12 o'clock New York.
Okay.
So you got a little over an hour.
Okay.
Oh no, 12. Yeah, 12 o'clock New York. So you got an hour and 13 minutes. So we were reviewing my trades. I'm going to put them in my tracker. Like I said, I should have waited for at least 50%. I kind of took the fair value gap, but this fair value gap, I took this entry here. And even though like I said, I got stopped out by one tick, but for me, this is a huge, huge plus that I was able to just hold it there. Every time I get into a trade, I give myself 5-6 points, and I try to get in the best place. I would have wanted to be down here, but I couldn't. I was able to get the fair value gap and the third candle and 2 ticks below it. There's no reason to move it. I mean, if it breaks this, for all intents and purposes, I've got no other support until I get down here, and then, I take the huge loss. So, while it was coming down here, I had my stop here at 5 points. I'm not going to lie. I was tempted to, tick it down a little bit, but I know once I start that, it doesn't stop, right? I don't just give it one tick. I'm going to keep pulling it down. In this case, I would have had a nice win, but you can't look at the hindsight. You have to look at the rules that you're trying to follow are the rules for a reason. So more times than not, doing what I did right here saves me from this, kind of a move. And I don't regret, what I did right here. That was fine. So 10 on stop loss, bad entry because I didn't get below 50%. I didn't wait for an OTE, this reversal, to come up here and try to take some of this. So lots of stuff I could have done there, but like I said, no real prep today. Kind of jumped in anxious. Not the kind of trades I want to take. Not on a regular basis. Not when I'm waiting for, external liquidity moves like I normally say, but I didn't put myself in a box today, so I felt okay, trying to just take some stuff here. And then jump back in, got some back. Didn't try to get it all back at once. Wanted a base hit, got my base hit. Never did come back and take the top. So areas for improvement, but for where I'm at as a trader, I'm okay with my progress. Progress, not perfection. It would complete the market maker sell model on the 1 minute based on the 1 hour higher time frame. Yep. It sure looks like that's where it's going too. How is Ike doing? Ike should be up pretty good right now. Yeah, good job. He's in
I
pretty
didn't
heavy.
feel very good.
Yeah. Ike's going for it. You're about to get back to, if you get your move here, you'll get back to even for sure. And then you'll have time to try to, figure out you're going to keep letting it go. You're going to take your money. How you playing it? You're getting down to
Well, I have an extra hour, so basically break even here and then try to get one more trade to catch up.
Try to find a shot.
That's kind of the plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you get that liquidity level, that's solid. There is more, down here at 65. Oh, you're on NQ. Okay. Yeah, this is different. This looks totally different. NQ has taken a lot more liquidity than ES
I let it
has.
take me. I took that, and then I'm just trying to find one more trade. So in this last hour, to try to catch up.
Yep, there you go. Good job. Good strategy. Excellent. He reversed. He had a position. He reversed it. Saw the move the other way. Got out. Got back in. Went short and paid off huge. $1,000 gainer there.
So about the little runner knowing that I'm in this competition on that note.
Yeah, right. It's all about competition now. Kraken says I would expect a bounce or reaction after going below 43.70. Okay, yeah, you're on ES. He's on NQ, but yeah, I mean, it could go either way. We took some nice liquidity right there. I don't think there's a ton to the left now on NQ, but there's still some room for ES to drop. Still another 5 or 6 points if it wanted to come down here and get the rest of this. Let's see what happens. So we're in a 5-minute fair value gap on ES. Hasn't been touched yet, so we'll see if we just blow through it. A lot of energy on this move. If it closes here, if we get a close below here, that would be solidly bearish. It almost feels like it wants to keep going. But that's just my feeling. Feelings don't mean a ton. I like to go by my gut sometimes, even if it's wrong. At least I went with what I felt was right. Eventually my feelings will get more accurate, but when I go against them, I usually regret it. So yeah, straight up, straight back down. Nom, are you back? He's coming for you. So this would be good going forward for people to kind of see how people play against each other. Nom's taking kind of a conservative role. He got a nice little jump early. Ike went backwards and then recouped and added. So was Nom's decision good? Could he have got some of this move and been way ahead? He might have been already out of reach if he would have took maybe a trade that he saw. But he opted to try to wait it out and see if Ike can catch him. So Ike's back in short again with 5 contracts.
Just to the next gap.
Okay.
I'm watching to see if it reverses, because this is the tail end of the current daily gap we're in right now.
Okay.
What I'm thinking, this gap here,
Right.
is it going to reverse here or go down to this next gap down here? So a target's down here, and I'm also looking to see if it's going to reverse where we're at.
Okay. Sounds good. Took these 2 trades today. Quite proud of my patience and risk management on them. In drawdown on my eval, so risking quite little, but up 187 on the session. Awesome. Yeah, good job. Way to go, LK. I'm the opposite. If I get way down on my eval drawdown, I just take a shot and I tried working it back using micros. And I don't have the patience for it, and I've done the math. And for what I'm trying to do, it's quicker if I just reset and get a fresh start and take off from there. I don't know how many, failures I have in front of me, but I want to get them over with and, learn as much as I can from each one and move on. Yeah, it'd be too easy then, right? If it just went up and came down predictably. Is Nam back yet? He had to go take care of it.
Yeah, I just saw what happened.
Okay. Yeah, he's coming for you. If he gets this
Yeah, I
trade,
just saw.
if he gets this move, he'll be ahead.
Oh my God.
So you might need to start looking at. Might try to find something.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with Bryce.
We were talking about the the possible strategies here and how you played it, and we'll see if that works. So now Nam is in also. So is your strategy to kind of copy him and either win with him or lose with him and still maintain a lead?
Something like that.
I'm no dummy.
It's like I just thought about it.
Hey, it's all good. I mean, play it devious. The market's devious. You
Yeah,
need
it's
to
like
you need to be
I'm
devious.
not thinking about the trades anymore.
Right.
I'm thinking about winning.
Right. That's it. It's all about winning. So that makes it tougher on Ike if you're in his trade and you've got a gap on him because he can't really gain on you or lose either way. It's yeah. So does Ike try to fake you into a bad trade and then reverse at the last moment? What does he do?
Yeah, possible.
all the double moves potential here. Yeah, you both are in for 10 and a little bit negative. Yeah. Okay, Mason, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. So He's green now. Oh, that was Nom. Wait a minute. Ike is also green. Yep, they're both green. You're in a tough spot, Ike. You're in a tough spot. But no matter what, I mean, you're green right now. It looks like you're on your way to maybe having a really good day. So win or lose, you know, you're trading. I mean, you're showing us you know what you're doing. Nice usage of levels and direction, structure shifts, things like that. ICT just made a 50K trade. I don't doubt it. I think the biggest one I had seen before was 36.
It's probably in the same move that we just took on.
Probably, yeah. But he goes in for, 15, 20 full contracts sometimes and pyramids him in and out and does all that fancy stuff. All that fancy trading. So, let's see. What did you just do there, Ike? It looks like you added. Yeah, Ike added.
Yeah, I added a little bit more. Watching the dollar.
He's in for 15 right now. 15 micros, I believe. When you trade this US 100, do you get micro and mini options also?
How this works is each point, I guess like each unit is $1. So like this is 15, it's $15 per point.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the math on NQ to know, or the equivalent in US 100 to kind of know what I'm looking at, so. But yeah, you
Basically,
really,
a regular micro, it's $2 for each point,
right,
and then this is just $1 for each point. So if we want to like a proper mini, this
okay,
would be 20.
okay,
Would be one mini,
gotcha.
or 2 for one micro.
2 minutes, okay,
Aesthetically, this is 7 micros.
all right, I gotcha. Not much of a difference between their mini and their micro if it's only double. The minis are 10 times the micros in ES and NQ, or ES anyway. I guess NQ too if it's $2 a point, or $2 a tick, $20 a point, something like that. 24 contracts he was in. Wow. Yeah, doesn't take long to make 50K when you got 24 contracts. 20 contracts is $1,000 a point on ES, and he trades NQ mostly. Well, he does both, but okay. So is Nom still in here? Yep, Nom's still in. He's in for 15 also.
I'm stuck.
What's that?
I said stop it. You use a different.
I think you cut out a little bit there.
I said, no, stop it. You could use a different size. I'm trying to catch up here.
Right. No, he's playing for the win. So, I mean, you made him
Yeah,
you made
sorry.
him you made him sweat. I mean, he had to get back into the market. He was worried
Yeah,
you were
actually,
gonna.
when I came back, I saw his balance around 2.5. I'm like, what? What happened?
He coming to get it. That's what happened.
Uh, I
Nom thought he was gonna just
like
sit
earlier.
back
It's
and.
like at 1.5 earlier. What happened? It's like at 2.5 now.
Yep, he got all that back. He's probably wishing he would have waited a little bit on that first one though. I know you are right. You'd had a solid lead.
Like you said, man, it really helps you teach you about yourself, man. It's my main issue
Yeah.
going into it is I don't always take my time to follow my plan. And at the beginning, I obviously rushed in from being late.
Right. Yep. 100%. So yeah, I did that too today. Jumped the gun a little bit, but it's all good. Like I say, when I lose trades where I'm the problem, I take it. I guess I just take it better because I want to be able to trust what I know, and even if I deviate against that what I know I can control that eventually, or it's something I have power over. I don't want to be in the market feeling like I don't have power over things and I'm just helpless. But if I make mistakes where I could have done something differently and I know it, that's still encouraging because in my mind I know what's right. I just need to discipline myself to execute on only that, and the sky is the limit. So, like I said, it's us versus us more so than us versus the market.
No, I can't see your balance either, sir.
Yeah, we need to see your balance now. Come on, show us the goods. Let's see where you're at.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
All right, there you go. So yeah, he's up now, 31, 33.
And we're kind of close. Dang, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we gonna do? How do we adapt? How do we overcome? Well, both of y'all are probably going to be in good money today, so regardless, it was a good showing. Ike redeemed himself from yesterday. He won. He won from negative. He just Mars was a little more negative. So this way we'll get you a positive total on the leaderboard right here. So and put you up in here somewhere. If you can get 249, if you can beat 249, you'll take Pedro off of number 2. So you'll be nipping at Nam's heels for the Discord paper champion. And whoever we have at the top, when we get some Discord versus Discord action, that will be our representative. So we will always be able to show that we used people that were not ringers and, have kind of worked their way up to, have that, kind of earn that spot. You're good with that now, right? If we have a Discord versus Discord, if you win, either one of you,
Yeah.
you would go in against them.
Just I think we need to like think about it more since the four of us started
That'll
on
be
the competition. I think the PNL would be like not a good idea to
Yeah, I want
like
to
a
use.
measure
Yeah,
to be the competitor.
yeah,
It's like an average maybe.
right. Yeah, I want to use P&L. That's our measuring stick. I mean, you can win 5 trades and be negative. So it's not how many trades you win. It's
Yeah. Mm.
wait a minute. How do I do that? Dang it! I lost my thing here.
Pedro said I'm in danger. Yeah, that
In
sounds about
danger.
right.
I reversed.
You reverse? Okay. Do your thing. Yep.
Have you took any trades today from New York AM, Mark?
Yeah, I took two. I laid an egg on the first one, and then I recouped 70% of it. I kind of went over that, where my mistakes were and what I could have done better, what I did different. I was happy with the fact that I got stopped out by one tick. That's something to celebrate for me, right? I got stopped out right here, and then it took off the other way. So, but I did get back in, and I got some of it back, so it was okay. But I didn't wait for my equilibrium. I didn't wait for my OTE to take the trade. I just took the fair value gap instead, which up here this high, it would have been better to, risk not getting the trade and take a better entry. That's usually my philosophy, and I just didn't follow it today. So it says new mention, but I don't see. Yeah. All right, so we got I lost a little bit of ground there. You were up over 25, and then Nam is sitting at. I'll bet Nam's already out again. No, he's still in it too. Yeah. Well, there's not much of a gap between you guys right now. Nam lost a little bit of money too. Looks like.
I've been trying to juke him, and it's confusing me.
so it could come down to the wire. It could come down to the wire. There's room there. So ICT Kraken.
Oh wow! Thanks ICT Kraken.
Yeah, you guys are both going to get the pro
Wow.
version of his indicator, and yeah.
Yeah, I saw the announcements and what they give.
Awesome, good job. Appreciate that.
Release the Kraken!
Yeah. Yeah, there's more sound effects coming. I like playing with this stuff, so unless someone just tells me to knock it off. Anybody new? Nope, don't think so. So we got 45 minutes. A lot can happen within a couple $100 of each other, I think. So see which way it goes. My screen doesn't want to share for some reason. Try again. There we go. So let's see. Nam, do you use the panel on the right a lot while you're trading? Your watch list?
Oh, this one?
Yeah. I was thinking you could get more
The
screen.
drawing tools?
No, over here on the right, the watch list.
Ah, this one, the right one.
Yeah, there you go.
This one.
You get more real estate if you take that
Yeah,
off, but you might be
yeah,
using it. I don't
it's
know.
like I got used to it now.
Okay. Yeah.
But when I like do double or triple screen, so yeah, I
have that one
minimize this.
separate.
I minimize that one.
Okay. I used to look at a lot when I was doing, even after I started trading futures, I wanted to keep track of what the large caps were doing. So I kept it over there, but I just found that it didn't help me much because of the way sometimes the market will go counter to what the stocks are doing anyway. So it wasn't a great, and I might have been using it just too simplified, but I don't really look at it anymore.
Yeah, especially if you just like trade one instrument.
Yeah.
And in your case, like you have many screen, you can do many screens at once.
Right. Yeah,
You don't need to use it.
I do most of my trading or charting on TradingView on one monitor, but these tabs up here are really handy for being able to just quickly look at month, week, higher time frames, and then trading time frames. I played with the indicator a little bit last night, Kraken, and I'm sort of in the middle of still trying to get things configured, so it's really colorful right now. I went with default everything and just turned it on just to kind of get my bearings. So Bamboo, I believe you're new. Welcome. Glad to have you. Yeah, I know. I just need more time to get everything like I like it. So we did confirm short on the DR. No real entry on that yet. Coming out of a new week opening gap. It must be an old one because it's not showing on my 1 minute time frame. So yeah, that's an old one. That's interesting. I wonder why it doesn't show up on my 1 minute. Huh. That's weird. Why is it doing that? So it works backwards, but it doesn't work forward off of this 5 minute. Well, 63 to 65. So we're kind of in it right now. 63 to 65. 65. So just for reference on the minute, I like taking new week opening gap trades, but it closed below it. Normally if it just ticks into it and then comes out of it, the first fair value gap is a good entry. No video from me. It shows me streaming. Anybody else not see my video? Oh, you see, I see, you see this chart. You don't see my charts, right? So I've got a split screen up for the YouTube video. They can see the charts and the competition, but I've just got the competition up for you guys. Oh, spinning squares? All right, let me get out then. Is that better? No difference. How about that? Okay, good. All right. So yeah, for you guys to see my charts, I have to pull it over here. And I was just talking about this new week opening gap here. I had to extend it because I drew it on the 5 minute and it didn't show up on my 1 minute. But if it closes through it, I don't take the trade. But if it taps into it, I like to look for something coming back out if there's a fair value gap. But no trade there. No entry for you, Queen. Yeah, I mean, there was opportunities. Just I took this one here, I think. Yeah, I got stopped out right here. So I went in on this break of structure, fair value gap right here, looking for upside. And it was, it was a good idea. If I would have got my entry pinned a little better, then I would have had more than 5 points here. I would have faded this reversal and would have caught my 5 points. So all it takes is one little, if you've got 4 or 5 criteria and you let one of them slip, that can be the one that costs you the trade. I mean, everything really needs to line up well. All right, Fish, take care. See you back here later. All right, so looks like Nam. Is that Nam or Ike? Let me see here. That's Nam. So Ike. Oh man, Ike. He went negative too on all this mess too. So he still got you by a little bit, but not both of you are negative for the day.
Yeah, I was doing too much. I was trying to juke him. I was doing too much.
It looks like you did quite a bit. You did.
I should have had a green day.
It looks like you did quite a bit, brother. I'm counting your trades. I see 1, 2. Some of these are adding too. So
Yeah,
hey,
it was a
I've had
mess.
days that look like that, and I look back at it and I just shake my head. I'm like, what were you doing? And
All in consolidation too. It's
right,
like, oh my gosh, what are you doing with yourself?
right. Well,
And then my initial target gets hit now. Boom.
we know you wouldn't have traded exactly like this if it wasn't a competition. So you do get that. We definitely recognize there's more to it right now than just trying to make some money. You're trying to like beat a target. You're trying to hit a moving target. You're trying to hit a bullet with a bullet.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy by any means. So are you not in a trade right now?
No.
All right. Well,
I thought it was gonna get a reversal from there, but then once it broke that new day opening gap, I felt like, oh, I guess we're still going down.
okay. So Nam is he's still
Waiting
down.
for me to make a move.
So he's not in a trade either. Neither one of you are in trades right
Okay.
now. So he can sit right now. He doesn't have to do anything, and he'll win. So it's on you. You either put some pressure on him, make him make a false step, or he'll probably just copy your trade. Okay, everybody cut their executions out, drop your P&L, and go for what you know for this last 30 minutes. Now it's just
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Take your executions off, get rid of your P&L, and you got 30 minutes. I'm not going to let you sit on your heels, Nam. He could come get you. He could easily come get you in this last 30 minutes. So what do you do now? You're going to sit?
Yeah.
He's going to go in 20 deep here in a minute, and if he just guesses right, he's got a 50-50 he's got a 50-50 chance of beating you if you don't add anything to your P&L. So
Yeah.
I think if you see a good opportunity, you should probably take it because he's going to take it, and he's going to step on the gas right here. Or it could be a fake. Maybe he wants you to lose. I don't know.
Yeah, shit about to get fire. I'm gonna grab them.
Here's somebody. I have to mute somebody. You can cut your P&L and your executions out if you want to. Just make it, just where you can see it. It's up to you either way. I'm just trying to throw some, in the game. We got to do it for the crowd too. There you go. Now it's on. Nobody knows. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Get my Jaws music going. So, let's see. You guys keep such small little things in there. I've always got to have the candles like huge in front of me. But that's fine. Just, yeah. Hurts my eyes. But I'm old, so, you know, it is what it is. Well, if we can get just a little bit of an energetic move here in the last 30 minutes, that would keep everybody on their toes. Might be due for a pullback pretty soon up into that top fair value gap, maybe. But maybe not. We're getting down to previous day's low area. So probably pretty solid bet that we get that. When you're this close to it, I think the odds go up a little bit. And it's a previous week high also. So I'm not sure how sensitive that is, if that's a liquidity target when it's a previous week's high that's already been violated. Does it mean anything when it comes back down to it? I don't really know. Kraken, help me out.
I've actually wondered that a lot.
This previous week's high, would we expect that? Say the previous day's low wasn't right here. Would we expect that to be a draw since it's already been traded through and, you know, that it's not liquidity anymore, but it might be some point of interest that I'm just not, you know, aware of or educated on. I'd like to know though. It did, you know, it did reject off of it, so there was sensitivity to that line algorithmically, and got a nice little 6-point push off of it. So for me, that's all I need to know. 6 points. I'd like to see something come up into here at some point. I'll be looking for, you know, maybe a move on that. Back up into the consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. Real close. Definitely looking for downside here. Got a new 5-minute fair value gap. And one tick would have got me into that if I'd have added a tick to my fair value gap. That's why I add the ticks, right? So from here at 50 to there at 25, if I wanted to take this 5-minute fair value gap, I would have drawn it out to be that. And I got tapped either way, but a lot of times that one tick will get me into the trade, and it's worth it to me to pay for it in case, you know, if it goes against me. Because all it takes is one good trade, and that tick pays for itself for the next 20. So I was kind of calling for the push back up into the fair value gap. Would have been a good long down here. Okay, Pep, good job. If you're in the green, then good decision. Don't want to give too much back. Pep goes in the green. Pep Coco, right on. So keep those certificates coming as you guys pass them. I'm keeping track over here. Everybody's certificate has a spot on the playbook. We're going to show the world what you're up to, what you're doing, how well you're doing. I hope to put mine up there eventually again. I haven't been funded since I started this Discord, I don't think. Maybe, but I didn't put the, I think I got funded before I put the certificate. No, I don't know. It might have been about the same time, but I didn't have that as an option yet, so I didn't put it up there. But I want to get my certificate back up there. All 10 of them. And I'll put them all 10 up there. I'll shrink them down into one little paint file. I'll put them over there. Even though they're copy traded and they're, you know, working together, it's extra pressure to trade that many accounts, so I want credit for all of them. Okay, so let's see what Nom's doing over here. Can't really tell what anybody's doing. We're in silent mode right now.
I'm not in any trades.
You're not? Okay. You're going to wait for that last 15 minutes and just YOLO it, right? Of course, now we can't see the quantity of contracts, so it could get a little fishy right here. We'll just have to see. But I'm torn between wanting to make you guys trade responsibly and then also provide excitement. So it's like, if you can trade, follow rules and do really well for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 15 minutes, then we give you the last 15 minutes to let your hair down. Try to make a sprint for the finish. Really kind of ugly right down here. Consolidation. We kind of got an ugly box if I wanted to try to draw it. I'm going to ditch this. Oh. Yeah, it's a real ugly box. But that's what we'll kind of be watching. Good liquidity on the top for a move, and then continuation back down possibly. But also it didn't leave equal bottoms on the bottom, so increases the odds that it could be a bottom. You've kind of got a, not really a 3 drive, but a 2 for sure. Just have to see what happens. Oh man. Wow, that jacked up everything. Having to reset it. Man. Yeah, I gotta go back through all this, and I need to save my template settings and do all that because I got too much going on now. I'll do that on my lunch break. I'm playing with too many different things at one time. This one keeps going away. It keeps getting rid of it when I reset it. It's stupid. And then it's going to give it to me. Okay, no, it didn't give it to me. Okay. So I save it. Alright, no harm, no foul, I guess. So lots of resistance on the downside. On the 4-hour, hourly. Just about everywhere. Ton of resistance coming up. We've kind of fallen through the high energy move up in that leg, and then we have this one here that we're still looking at now. So Okay, take care, JP. Have a good weekend. So they're both on the buy screens here. They're looking at their options. Nobody knows where anybody's at right now. They were within a couple $100 of each other.
They still are. I'm trying to shake them. I'm trying to confuse them.
Work, Ike, work, work. Yep.
Am I buying or selling? Am I buying or selling?
Right. Right here, I mean, it could go either way. So, you know, a little bit of energy in either direction with, you know, a little bit of size, and you can recoup that money. So, see what happens. And it looks like he might be in, but it might be a fake. Maybe he just set a limit order down there and we don't know.
The moment of truth. What
Moment
do you
of
think I
truth,
did,
right?
Mr. Dom? I'm having fun with this because, yeah.
Right. Green for the week. Good job, Bays. Nice.
Okay, bye.
See you next week. So we'll see if your strategy pays off. You'll definitely have an edge, you know, if you get back in again. I think anybody that's done this once will have a little bit better understanding of how they want to play it, and there will be some eventual strategies that come out of this that, you know, people employ. Get a jump and then wait, see what they do. I know I would treat the PM session differently because of the move at the end of the day that comes a lot. So if I was in it, I'd be really, really trying to make sure I hammer that if it shows up. And maybe take some shots during the day and, you know, hope that I could catch it up if I needed to. I mean, it's all probabilities. It's all, you know, trying to find some edge in a little different way. Different style of trading here. Because we all know this is not how we would probably trade if we were trading money. So it takes, you know, it takes pressure off everybody because we know we don't hold this against you in any way for any results. You know, this is more about just competing and having fun and kind of, you know, more interested in how you approach the trades and your levels and what you're looking at and things like that. But at some point, I hope it goes up or I hope it goes down. You know, I know that's going to be part of this, and we're not going to hold that against you. Now we're getting a little move. Looks like I can't tell if those are pivot points or entries. They look like they're pivots because they're on all the pivots. So those are pivot points, not executions.
Yeah, those are pivots.
And he's still got that order sitting down there. Nope, pulled that out. pretty sure Nam's just trying to do no harm right now. He's hoping that his little lead is going to carry him through. Or is he? Oh, I guess I should start the event. Oh, that's funny. I never start the events. I put them in there just as a sort of to let people know, as an announcement kind of. I haven't been putting them in the announcements. I put them in the events. And then I don't start the event.
Hey, Nam, are you in a trade right now? I,
I don't know if he is or not. I can't tell looking at his screen, so I would say get all the money you can, and you know, I'm trying to figure how I would feel if I pushed it and caused myself to lose versus sitting and winning. I don't know. I think I'd be okay as long as I went out doing what my best to try to, you know, get as all as I could, get as much money as I could. I don't think I'd feel bad if I lost like that. Shit's getting real tough in here. Right, Pedro? We're adding little components to the game to make it a little bit more interesting. So we told them to turn their P&L off for the last 30 minutes or so. And that's a good idea, because someone with a lead can just sit on it and not, you know, or take counter trades, or take the same trades as the person trading against them. So this way, if he doesn't know, it adds a little bit of excitement to it. Suspense. Yep, suspense is the word. So Jess has given us some good stuff here on weekly profile information. She gave you the core content month 7 short-term trading, short-term training model. This is definitely going to be one of the strengths of this Discord, is getting this kind of information. I think helping us kind of sort through some things to pinpoint, narrow our focus. You know, when she puts this stuff out here, I would definitely pay attention to it, because she called that move yesterday just beautifully. She called it on Wednesday on the weekly profile. Sweet reversal tomorrow, and bam, you know, everything hit like she said it would. So I'll definitely give her the Queen Bee icon for that. I made that for her when she started. It's actually a little bee with a crown on it. So when you're trying to give Jess props for something, give her that little Queen Bee. I made it the same day I made the icon for Kraken, who has his icon right here. So whenever I'm giving them, you know, props for something, I like to put those icons in there. Not a lot of room here to do much with 14 minutes left, but we're in consolidation. So if you if you can guess the direction it picks first, don't go for the fake. Or maybe the fake is the move. I don't know. Could go either way. I'm going to hold out for this afternoon myself, and so at least try to get green. If I can just get green today, I'll be fine. It was a real slow off week for me. I didn't do as much trading as I would have wanted to, but that's fine. Did you see that move Ike just made, Nam? Were you watching? I assume you guys are watching each other's screen on one monitor or some kind of way, or split screen or something. I just flipped a nitro switch.
Damn, that guy's fast. Let's go! Menage! Bridge.
I guess that's the one where he's racing Dom, but and I don't know if you can hear that sound or not either. Sometimes when I play stuff that has sound, it doesn't play back through the Discord, so I don't know. Copyright stuff, maybe. All right, last 10 minutes. If we blow through this bottom right here, it could be energetic, so I see that a lot on double bottoms that fail, or it could be a double bottom that bounces. We'll just have to see. A little bit of push. Yeah, it definitely looks different on ES than what you guys are looking for. We didn't take that liquidity, so we haven't closed below the new week opening gap yet on the 15 on anything really, so we'll see if we get a close through that. At least on the 5 we have, yeah. So our box is getting tested. We got some stuff underneath here, and maybe going for that previous day's low here. Pretty sure it has to hit that from here. Why does it look so different? Oh, there we go. So yeah, we're within just a couple points. We're going to probably tap that. So this is a good opportunity for someone to make up some, for sure. And it's a sorry time to take that out, because this is what I would have wanted to see for, you know, external liquidity to try to get in on silver bullet trades. But going into lunch, you know, seems counterintuitive, so probably not. No, I'm going to stick to my plan to try to catch a nice trade or two this afternoon and go from there. I've noticed this week, some last week, I had missed some nice stuff during lunch, and I had said it's not worth it for me to try to now sit through every lunch period to try to catch a move, just because I've seen that happen a couple times. The end result of that is a lot more screen time, a lot more lower probability setups. Even though I saw some that won and looked easy, I got to recognize that's not the normal, and that's why we avoid those time frames. So that's my mind playing tricks on me, saying, oh, it's a good time, you can win, it's been winning. But, you know, as soon as I get in there and try it, I take a couple losses, and then all of a sudden I feel like crap for, you know, taking moves that, you know, I have a gut feeling against, or that has been recommended not to trade, or what have you. So I'm always trying to think about how I'm going to feel if I lose, if I change something. And it's just, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. That same move is going to happen this afternoon, maybe a couple times, maybe a big move at the end. There's no reason for me to get antsy and put myself here for another couple hours trying to catch something that may or may not happen just because it happened last week. That's erratic. That's the same as chasing new things, changing things. You know, I need to stick with what's working. There's the energy, right? Pop through. Took out the previous day's low. And it's kind of a free fall now on these time frames. But we've got, you know, we're in stuff on the other time frames, so I would definitely be paying attention to that too. But it sure seems like, you know, this move has to be balanced at some point. And we get this a lot. When it comes all the way up, it comes all the way back down or close to it, and then either reverses or continues, but it's got to come get this money. So it took out quite a bit there. Previous days, we've got two new week opening gaps here that it could fall into, so definitely good possibility of a bounce, but just have to see. We can get the macro view this way, but the criteria being met on the micro view is more prominent for me, because I'm only trying to catch a few points. So even though I see what the macro view is, I'm still willing to take my shots if I get my criteria met.
No, I don't think that's a good move copying me on this one.
Talk to him, Mike. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Get my notepad out, take the scores. Somebody's about to win a really nice laptop. And whoever gets it, I just hope it really helps you. I know the impact
Well,
of an
Lord knows I need one of those. I'm trading with my work laptop, and if they catch me trading, I don't know if I'll have a laptop.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Yeah, they're about to show it, Kraken. Here in about 3 minutes. Yeah, I was trading off my work laptop also, and it was a decent laptop, but then I wanted to add screens. I wanted to do different things, and it didn't have the horsepower. Oh, and I couldn't stream at the same time. I couldn't record videos for YouTube and trade at the same time because it didn't have enough processor and graphics. So I upgraded,
Yeah,
and it
I
was
can't do that. I also can't download stuff. So
what's
I'm
that?
with you. I get it. I can't even. I'm with you on that, and I can't download stuff.
Right. Yeah. I hear you. Well, we've got another PC too that's going to be going out here eventually. We'll come up with another challenge or some way to give that other computer away. It's about the same. It's just a desktop, but it has about the same. It's got a bigger hard drive, but I think it also has 8 gigabytes of RAM, SSD drive. You know, um, not old at all. It's Windows 10, maybe 11. If I upgraded it, can't remember. All right, 1 minute. So get ready to show your P&L screens here in about another minute. I would say if you're in a trade, go ahead and hop out and show us what you got. Ike and Nom. All right, so who am I watching here? This is Nom. Nom ended up with 3152.
Damn it, Nom. You're good at cop. You're good. Good job. You beat me up.
Did he get you?
No, sorry, man.
I
I
couldn't
don't
shake
usually
them.
trade like this, man. I know I
I
don't
couldn't.
usually trade like this. It's just for the competition. I'm really sorry.
Hey,
For sure. No hard feelings.
sorry for it. You made a killing. 2 days, almost $1,000, somewhere in there.
Man, you made me like watch the chart for 30 minutes. I mean, you made me watch your stream for 30 minutes. Man, my focus was really intense.
All right, so let me get
For real,
Nom's.
man. My focus was like, no, it's really. You
Different,
made me
huh?
real hard focus.
Hey, Ike had a good day too. He almost popped 500, so 2983.
I'll take it. It was a really good day. I caught a lot of handles. I can't even count. I didn't even count it up. That's
Right.
definitely a lot.
That puts you up into second place, Ike. So you will be our
Woo-hoo.
alternative in case Nom can't make it for some kind of a showdown or something. You would be our alternative. So congratulations,
I'll say
everybody.
thank you.
Appreciate
Fun, man.
you know, entertaining us and coming in here and doing this. It's definitely, you know, different. Not everybody wants to do it, but I appreciate you guys stepping up to the plate. So I'm gonna get your PayPal, Ike, and send you enough for a 40K, and I'll get Nom's address and start working on getting this laptop out to him. Right on, guys. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks for the competition.
And you're both
Really
gonna
a
get
nice change of pace.
different change of pace for sure.
Hey, hold on. What did you end up with now again? What was it again?
3152.
31?
Yep.
31.52.
31. Oh, so close. 31 to
Yeah,
29.
actually, when I remember when you told me that you didn't have any trades, I kind of like second guessed myself because I was in a trade. What is he not in a trade? I was in a trade. It's like is he kidding me?
Right. Yeah, I kind of like that
Because I had an
element.
open position.
I like that element
Yeah.
of taking the P&L and the executions off for the last little bit, just to, you know, because
Yeah,
otherwise,
That added a lot of fun. You should do that in your next one too.
yeah, you could have
Yeah.
sat
It
on your
was fun.
hands.
Yeah.
This way, we're not going to give you the option to go out softly. You gotta definitely play it to the last.
Mhm. Exactly.
LQs,
Yeah,
LK.
the trading competition will just get better from here.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, if you guys are in other discords and you want to throw that out there, that we're trying to have some fun, nothing serious, and even if they come over here and win, I'll have something for them as far as a prize or something. So, you know, we're going to try to make it really interesting and get some other people involved and have a good time. Watching these trades is giving me a heart attack. I just made 800 on this NQ drop. Right on. Well, Intruder, next time we have a competition, sign up for it and try to catch some of that while we're
Bruh.
right. All right. That's it. I'm gonna shut it down. I'll be back at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock New York, and I'll try to catch some trades this afternoon, and we'll try to make some money. So let's get it Friday. So let's get it. All right.
Yeah, GG's Ike.
Okay,
Thanks for the
bye.
competition, Mark.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See y'all,
We'll do it
guys.
again.
It was a
Everybody
nice
Thank
trade.
you. Thank you,
Congrats,
guys.
Tom. Congrats, Ike.
had some good sports.
See y'all.
All right. And that's it, YouTube. This is our event that we're going to be trying to carry forward, get some more people involved, want to get some Discords involved, and have some fun while we're trading, and also get better, because this is definitely going to help people stretch themselves a little bit, push their limits. So that's what we're looking for. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.